Shortly before Christmas, a bulldozer drove into a rut driven by a Komatsu forwarder. There was no other equipment in the facility. It had to leave it there. Unfortunately, at that point, no one was particularly interested in solving the situation. Later it became impossible. The facility was located in the floodplain of the river. The thaw started and the water level rose. It would be irrational to drive another tractor and risk it drowning in the mud. Therefore, the evacuation was postponed until later and more favorable weather conditions. The spring was full of water. The level in the river is high. The possibility of access arose only in July. The evacuation was carried out by a Ponce harvester. Probably because the ground was still wet, the evacuation was easy. The tractor sat completely with the frame on the ground. If it had hardened, it would definitely be more difficult to pull out. The water level can be easily seen by the rust on the bulldozer blade. However, it has also been higher at certain times. Water had even entered the cylinder of the starter motor. The ignition magneto was broken. When these problems were eliminated, it was possible to start the diesel. After bleeding the nozzles of the diesel, the first attempt was to turn the diesel with the decompressor on to avoid water hammer. On the second attempt, turning off the decompressor was a bit of a surprise. It turns out that water had accumulated in the air filter pipes, but the filter was rusted and rotten. Therefore, the engine tried to suck in water. Once the water problem was fixed, the engine sprang to life. But that was the end of the fun. Clutch stuck. Next, transportation to the base took place using a trailer with a winch. There was an attempt to hit the clutch while driving, but it was unsuccessful. Already at the repair pit, we had to conclude that nothing would have happened the same way. The clutch discs were stuck both to the flywheel and to their strap. Dual disc clutch, by the way. The two discs also had to be separated with the help of a hammer. The old clutch discs should be riveted. But lucked out with a much easier solution. Analog from tractor DT75. The turner has already turned the clutch discs more than once.
This is old oil with water. This is old clutch discs. This is the from DT75, and this all passed. Only side 5 millimeters must be grinded from this, and you can put the clutch discs from the DT75 to this T74.
The bulldozer is able to drive itself again. The filling of the transmission oil still needs to be completed and it will be possible to start new tasks.